Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty amazing, the incredible promise of AI in our hospitals. But, as you'll see, there's also a hidden danger that comes right along with it. So picture this, a hospital room that can actually ask you these questions, and it already knows the answers before a nurse even has to walk in the door. Sound like sci-fi? Well, it's not. It's happening right now. So let's actually step inside one of these rooms. We're going to take a look at a special intensive care unit at the University of Florida Health Center, just to see what this future really looks and feels like. And it's through the experience of patients like Michael Dyer here that we can really start to understand the human side of this huge technological shift in medicine. So how does this whole thing work? Well, this smart room it's constantly observing. You've got sensors and AI tracking literally everything, from vital signs 24/7 to tiny facial expressions to see if someone's in pain. This isn't just about surveillance, It's a whole new way of thinking about healthcare, where technology becomes a second set of eyes for the doctors and nurses. And here's where it gets really mind-blowing. The most revolutionary part of this system is its predictive power. The AI can actually spot trouble brewing before the patient is even consciously aware that something is wrong. Think about that for a second. So what's the secret sauce here? How does it pull this off? Well, it all runs on data, a ton of data. We are talking about a staggering 350 gigabytes of data being generated and processed for each patient every single day. To give you some perspective, that's like streaming a high-def movie for over 100 hours straight, but all of that focuses on just one person's health. And this data comes from a really clever three-part system. You've got your Internet of Things, or IoT, devices, right? Those are the actual sensors and monitors grabbing all the raw data. Then you have the centralized AI services doing the really heavy-duty analysis. And linking them together, you've got edge services, which process some of that data instantly, right there at the source. It's this combination that makes it both incredibly powerful and super responsive. Okay, this all sounds incredible, right? But, and this is a big but, with all this new tech and all this incredibly sensitive data flying around, you have to ask the question, is it actually safe? Because here's the catch. With every single one of those amazing innovative devices, a new risk pops up. Every helpful sensor, every smart monitor, it's also a potential new doorway for an intruder. In the world of cybersecurity, they have a name for this. It's called the attack surface. And in a smart hospital, let me tell you, that surface is absolutely massive. And please, don't think this is just some theoretical what-if scenario. It has already happened. In one case, a single insecure little blood pressure monitor, just one, was hacked, and it forced the hospital to shut down its entire network. It just goes to show how one tiny overlooked gadget can bring critical systems to a grinding halt. So what's the answer? Do we just stop? Do we give up on the innovation? No way. The crucial thing here isn't to hit the brakes. It's to build a rock-solid security foundation to support all this amazing tech. And when it comes to locking down this vast network of smart devices, the experts really focus on three core strategies, three pillars of security. All right, first up, you have to fix the front door. And you would be shocked at how often this is the problem, using a single shared login for everybody. No. Every single person needs their own unique key. Next, once the door is locked, you have to protect the valuables inside. You've got to protect the data itself. That means making sure that even if someone did manage to get their hands on it, all they'd see is a bunch of unreadable gibberish. And finally, you have to contain the blast radius. You can't have what's called a flat network, where one little breach can spread like wildfire. Instead, you use something called network segmentation. Think of it like the waterproof compartments in a ship's hull. If you get a leak in one area, the whole ship doesn't sink. So when you put this all together, what's the big takeaway here? It's that we can have both. We can have incredible innovation and robust security. It's easy to hear all this and think about robots replacing doctors. But the researchers and doctors who are actually building this technology are really clear. This is a powerful tool, not a replacement for human expertise and, just as importantly, compassion. Really, what this tech does is automate all the tedious data collection. It takes that burden off our brilliant medical professionals so they have more time to focus on what really matters, the human connection at the heart of healing.
Ultimately, the goal isn't just to build a smarter hospital, but a safer and, frankly, a more human one. The technology, it gives us more data, but it's the security that gives us the wisdom to use it properly. So the real question isn't whether we can build the hospital of the future, but whether we'll build one that we can truly, truly trust.